to me, personally, one of the cutest things that she does is she'll wake me up in the middle of the night and she'll be having a full conversation with herself. But the funniest thing about it is that she takes on different tones. So like she'll be talking one way and then answering herself in a completely different tone and completely different, manner of voice, so to speak, and then she'll laugh at whatever it is the conversation was. And of course, none of it makes any sense. It's all gibberish. But I find it hilarious, and sometimes I actually watch her do it. It entertains me after she wakes me up. I think that Erin and I would really like to go and spend some time in the Mediterranean, Spain and Portugal. That would be our next trip. Well, I think for me, I would have a scotch right down the belly, while she would probably have either a Grey Goose on the rocks or a vodka martini, extra olive juice. Erin is an amazing cook. And before we decided to become healthy, she cooked the most unbelievable meals I've ever tasted in my life. She still does all right, but it was the really disgusting fatty stuff that really made me. I think that my favorite meal that she's ever cooked, and it may not actually be her best, artistically or technically, but has to be her baked macaroni and cheese. It is really the most delicious thing I've ever tasted in my life. It's either cottage cheese. It's cottage cheese.
Cottage cheese.
Cottage cheese is the secret
She didn't tell you
ingredient.
for a very long time.
Yeah, she kept that secret from me because she knows my aversion to foods that are white-based. So, I hate mayonnaise and sour cream and all that stuff. So she didn't tell, she kept that a secret. And when she told me, it was so good, I didn't even care. Well, my music changes so much because I listen to so much offbeat stuff. But the most frequently listened song on my iPod is probably... That's a tough one. I don't even know the answer to this myself. Most frequently song played. I would say the most frequently listened to song on my iPod is Greyhound by Swedish House Mafia because we listen to it before every single hockey game on Tuesday nights. Leah's amazing Spotify playlist, which I've hacked and taken all for myself and said they were mine, but they're actually Leah's. I would say her Cape mix is probably one of the best mixes I've ever heard in my life. I would say one of the most annoying things I do is twitch my toes in my sleep. And man, does she hate that. I mean, she literally wakes up. Yeah, she literally wakes up, like, tells me that it creeps her out. Sometimes she leaves the room. She'll burrito herself in the covers just to get away from it. And of course, it just entices me to do it more. So that's probably one of the most annoying things I do for her. The last actual thing that Erin does every night, we have our own little routine, but we always watch TV in bed before we go to sleep, and she'll hand me the remote, and she'll tuck herself in, and then she'll turn her head towards me, and then we'll go to sleep. And then I know she's out for the night, and I can watch anything I want. There's at least, I can think of off the top of my head, at least 4 pairs of sneakers she would burn in a trash fire if she could. I know that she would get rid of 2 pairs of my jeans out. And there's also a ton of button-downs that she thinks are slightly too big for me that I overwear. And I know she thinks that, but I wear them anyway because I feel like I don't want to wear my good ones to work. She gets so annoyed about that. She comes from a place, whether it's good or bad, whether it's praise or criticism, that everything she does in life and everything she says in life and everything that we do is in the best interest of us as a couple and to further our growth together. And that's her mentality coming from every walk of life. And it just makes me love her so much that that everything that we do together is to build for us. And that's her mentality. And I couldn't ask for anything more in a partner. Erin's favorite thing about me is my ability to control the television. I will always find the best show on at the best possible time. I can cruise the television like you've never seen in your life. Yeah, I wrote that song. That's how good I am at this. I would say my ability to find the best possible thing on TV within seconds is the thing she loves most about me. Maybe besides my compassionate, earnest to listen to her. But other than that, the remote. Well, that's kind of a two-pronged question because Erin and I are so active socially and we work so much that whenever we have a free weekend, we like to shut off our phones, burrow in our apartment, and just spend time together doing the stupidest crap we could possibly find, whether it's watching a movie or playing a board game. We would just be dead to the world. On the other hand, Erin and I also love to do amazing adventures together, and if we could find the time to do a weekend getaway or travel to someplace we've never been, we'd also have the opportunity to do that too. I would say that one of our favorite movie quotes amongst the literally hundreds that we use frequently at a moment's notice is whenever one of us is really cold, like our hands are really cold or our feet are really cold when we get in bed or when we're on the couch, it's always from Dumb and Dumber. Harry, your hands are freezing. Do I have many dance moves? Yes, I do. But my best is the die roll. One of the most annoying things about Erin is that I wake up earlier than her, usually about 10-15 minutes every morning, and when I finally do wake her up, she takes the bathroom over, and I can't get in there for the life of me. Before I know it, I look up, and boom, there she is, right in front of the mirror, getting all her makeup on, and I have to tiptoe around and grab my contacts out of the mirror, grab my deodorant, and go in the other room. I'm just totally whitewashed out of the whole process. I can't even really put into words how excited I am to marry Erin because words wouldn't do the feeling of excitement justice. I have spent my whole life thinking about the perfect person for me, my true soulmate, and the one person that understands me more than anyone else could on a level that no one else could understand, and it's you, Erin. I love you, and I can't wait to spend the rest of my life with you.